This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. The station that pays.
This is MC Reggie Fresh from the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. And folks, guess who's in the building? She was born in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. She graduated from Johnson High School in Huntsville, Alabama. She attended Athens University and got her bachelor's degree in logistics. She's a mobile bartender, and she's the owner of Your Host Event Bartending. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Talina, your host, bartender.
This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. The station that pays.
Welcome to the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. How you doing? Good morning to you, Miss Talina.
Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for having me on.
Not a problem. All I know is I see that you're a bartender and a mobile bartender. And the first question I want to ask you is, how long you been doing this?
That is a good question. So yes, Talina, your host, mobile bartending. We've been doing this now probably for about 4 years now.
Wow. Let me ask you this. What made you want to do that?
Okay, so that's a good question. I love answering that question because I have a diverse background.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a background in logistics.
Right, okay.
But I know that I always knew I like to have a good time. So probably over 10 years ago, I'm not telling my age, probably over about 10 years ago, I started as a promotional spokesmodel for Hennessy.
Right.
And I would set up at, ABC stores. I would set up at Costco, Sam's, and I would do presentations. And I said, hey, I want to get promoted. I want to be a manager. I'll go get a mixology certification. Didn't know how to bartend. I said, I'll go get a mixology certification, and I'll show them that I want to be, a manager. And that's where, literally, people around the city, if you've been here for a while, you've probably seen me at an ABC store a time or two back in the day. So.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, let me ask you this. What did you do what was one of the biggest tips that you got that kind of blew your mind?
If I can be very honest, I'm not saying money is not good. Money is amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
I've received several $100s worth of tips before.
Wow.
But that's not the biggest tip I've ever got. The biggest tip I've ever received was literally a referral or pure excitement and joy from somebody enjoying it.
Outstanding. Yes, ma'am. So I know you meet people all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, let me ask you this. So, there's other bartenders out there, and some people want to be bartenders, and maybe they want to do what you're doing. What kind of advice would you give them?
That is a good question. So, number one, I would say you're about to get into a very fun, fast-paced, energetic industry, and the industry is not oversaturated. We need good bartenders. We need good mixologists. So the first thing I would say is evaluate what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what your reason is. I say that because bartending, depending on what you want to do, you know, you could be behind a bar, you could be working for someone, you could be a Talina, your host bartender, if you got what it takes, you know. So just depend on what you, just narrow down what you want to do, what type of crowd you want to be around, because that's very important. That's going to determine your tips and the type of reputation that your business or yourself, your own business,
Right.
you know, you're going to carry. So.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, let me ask you this. Do you got I want you to tell everybody out there your platform if they want to book you and how you can get reach and all your Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So, you can reach me several ways. TalinaYourHost.com, or you can use LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Talina Your Host. You can reach me at my business line at 256, I'm putting it out there, 256-212-0081. You can reach me at events@TalinaYourHost.com. There are many ways.
All right, Miss Talina. Now I want to ask you, do you got any shout outs out there?
All right, so I just want to say a shout out to you first. Thank you so much for having Talina Your Host on your show. And I want to shout out friends, family, loved ones, supporters, venues, because we all work together, and it ain't no me without y'all. So I appreciate it.
Outstanding. Again, I'm glad you was on my show. Now, I got one more question to ask you.
Sure.
I want you to tell the whole world out there, everybody in Huntsville, Alabama, what's the baddest station in the land and the station that pays.
Oh, that's easy. It's the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show.
And there y'all have it, folks. She's coming to you from the #1 city to live in, Huntsville, Alabama. And she goes by the name of Talina, your host, bartender. She was right here on the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show.
This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. A station that pays.